Do you really know or understand the meaning of loving yourself? Self-love is more than accepting yourself. It's more than loving thyself unconditionally. Hello lovely souls of the divine, welcome to my channel. Hope to be better. In this channel we hope to be better, where we believe that hope does not disappoint, and this channel is based, the hope that I'm talking about is based on Romans chapter 5 verse 5. So lovely souls, this channel is giving hope, and hope does not disappoint. My topic on this video is about love yourself, and I'm talking about the real love towards yourself, the real love towards yourself. Because now in this world, the energy is so high. The world now is evolving so much, and the earth now is operating in a high level of consciousness, and that energy is pushing everyone to look into themselves. So the energy now is forcing everyone to go deeper into their real selves. So to love yourself, that is why sometimes when we go everywhere, we see the messages of love yourself. We see the signs everywhere we go, love yourself. Even in social media, we always see those messages that says love yourself or self-love. Times now are changed compared to old days, where the world was on a low vibration, where people were depressed, where people were giving away their powers. Back then, people used to be okay when they were depressed, when they were oppressed within themselves. In old days, sorry, when the energy was still operating in a low vibration, people used to bolt up their feelings, and they were used to it. They were used to it was something that they were used to. And I'm speaking this because there are people who have still have that mentality of holding their feelings inside, not being real towards themselves, and that end up hating them, and it shows that they don't have that much self-love. People now are free. The energy that the world is in right now is pushing everyone to be free, and some of other people they have big personality. The generation now is operating on a high vibration, and if you cannot evolve with it, it will put you in oppression. It will put the tension in your energy. So this energy is forcing everyone to be in their power, to take their power back, to stand on their ground, to be real, to be honest, and to love themselves, not to please other people, because some people sometimes confuse love with pleasing. That is why everywhere we go, we hear the words of love yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. Accept your mistakes and your flaws. Accept the way you look. Yes, it's true. But that is the first step of, or the first phase of loving yourself. But loving yourself is deeper than that. It's way more deeper than that. Loving yourself, start by being powerful. Powerful, not even physical. Powerful inside. By telling yourself that there's no energy that is powerful than mine. So that you cannot be oppressed or depressed. Know that there is no anyone or anything that is vibrationally is powerful than you. Loving yourself means you don't let people to abuse you in any way. You don't let people to capture you. Like, you don't let people abuse you emotionally, financially, mentally, spiritually, even physically. Because that allowing, that letting people abuse you, it shows that you are not yet loving yourself. You haven't loving yourself that much. If you can be honest with yourself, We sometimes say we love ourselves, but we don't look into those things. We don't look into those things that let people to capture us. And if you let people to capture you in that way, you are belittling yourself. You are making yourself small. That is why I talked about power. That is why I told you to love yourself. It's more, it put some things like being powerful. You have to be powerful so that no one can have that power to capture you or to abuse you. I don't know whether we are aware or we are just ignoring. Sometimes we put ourselves in those situations that shows lack of love towards ourselves. Those are the first thing that you can identify whether you love yourself. Are you happy? Are you happy where you are? Are you happy of what you are doing? Or are you being forced to do things that you don't want? Are you being forced to be where you don't want? So if you love yourself, you should take step. You can say you love yourself, but if you are still putting yourself in those situations, like I said, that's not still enough. That's not enough. That saying of I love myself, I put my first self, I put myself first, but you are still putting yourself in someone's power. That's not enough. You haven't yet loving yourself. I know sometimes people put themselves in those situations because of fear. Because of fear. And remember, fear is the opposite of love. If you are still fearing, like you are saying, I am fearing to lose this person because I don't know who I will be. Who will I be without him? I don't want to tell these people the truth because I might just hurt them and lose them. That is fear. And as long as you are still speaking those words of fear, it shows that you haven't loved yourself first. You haven't yet loved yourself. Like myself, I used to believe that I loved myself because I was told that by loving yourself you have to accept yourself, your body, everything that I've mentioned earlier. So I was also accepting those things in my life. But I I was struggling with those things that I've just told you about: abuse, letting people capture you, giving away your power. So I thought I was loving myself. So that acceptance, that loving yourself unconditionally, we only stick there, but we don't see what is around. We cannot see what we give away from ourselves. So we only stick there. Love yourself unconditionally, accept your body, but we don't see what we are giving away from us to other people. Our cup keep on going down, and we fill other people's cups, and that is a draining. It's a draining. So by noticing that that was not love, I was not loving myself enough. So I had so many questions towards myself that were running inside my my thoughts or my brain. Like questions like, why people treat me like this? Why am I always unhappy deep inside of me? Why can't I receive miracles or see miracles in my life? So I realized that I was not loving myself enough because I was just maybe blessing other people. So in those questions that I had, that I was asking myself, I realized that I was letting myself to be with people that I know deep down I don't deserve to be with them. Like, I will let myself be too much apologetic. So it was hard to express myself because I was kind of being closed on my throat chakra. So my throat chakra was not balanced, was not open, was not So that is why it was hard for me to express myself. And note this, lovely souls. Expression, to express yourself is the first thing of loving yourself. The painful part of doing that, or being like who I used to be. I know you might not believe it because you see me here shining maybe. But these things, they are the things that happened in my life. That is why I pushed myself to open the channel and to do this kind of videos so that you can be helped, so that you cannot go through what I've gone through. Remember, sometimes it's God's purpose that we pass through hardship, trials, so that we can help other people. So it's true. What I'm telling you is very true. I won't make myself to attract bad things, because remember, what we speak, we attract. So I won't lie just for the sake of buying your face. So I'm telling you the truth. So let's go back to what I was saying. So I was letting myself being a doormat, and I think I was the one that was letting people to make me a doormat, because I don't believe it was their intention to make me a their doormat. And that made me to wear a mask, because I was feeling unhappy. I was just putting that face to convince people that I'm happy, knowing deep down that in myself that I am not happy. So I knew that I had to stand in my power, but that voice of fear behind my mind, that fear that was making noise behind me and inside of me, that says you will be hated if you become yourself. You won't be loved. You are not gonna be lovable if you are being yourself. Because I thought if I can put out what was within me, I was gonna hurt other people. So I did not love myself. And you know why I did not receive any miracles in my life? The miracles that we see happening to other people, I did not receive even a miracle. I know, don't take me wrong, I know it's a miracle that I'm alive, I'm in this body, I'm breathing, I know. But I'm talking about those miracles that things will happen even though you did not ask or you did not pray. It's like just the universe says you deserve this. So what I've realized is that universe operate with honest people, people who love themselves, and people who are honest towards themselves, not towards other people as such, but towards themselves. Because sometimes we want miracles to happen to us because we witness other people receiving miracles, seeing miracles happening in their lives. But that self-love, that loving yourself, if you can start loving yourself, you are going to see more miracles in your life. You are going to witness miracles. Things are going to be like this in your life. I am promising you. It was because I was not loving myself. I was putting myself around people who are the same, who were the same as me. People who are manipulative towards themselves. So I was manipulating myself. I was manipulating myself. Because if you know you deserve better, if you know you deserve better, but you are settling for less, how can you be the magnet of good things? How? Do you know that when you are saying yes, when you are saying yes to something that you want to say no, it's a manipulation. You manipulate yourself. You manipulate yourself. Love is deep, lovely souls. Love is so deep. It goes to those things. It goes to those things. How do you express yourself? How do you give out your energy? You can love yourself unconditionally, accept your body, accept who you are, accept your uniqueness. But if you are not aware about those things that you are being forced, you are being forced to do some things, and you are allowing yourself. So loving yourself is more than that. I know we sometimes have to compromise. I know we have to compromise. But if you are always compromising, letting yourself be drained of your energy, of your power, that is not love. By letting yourself being hurt, it's one major problem of not loving yourself. Yes, I know it's natural to be hurt, to feel hurt, yes. But allowing yourself to be hurt, it's another story. That is why we must always, if you have allowed yourself to be hurt, because it's natural, you must always go to mirror and talk to you, your higher self, your spirit, and tell yourself that I am so sorry for letting you being hurt, for allowing you to be hurt. I let it go, and I'm gaining my power again. Because when you are hurt, maybe by someone, it's like they're still holding some of your power. So if you forgive yourself, you are taking your power back. You are taking your power back. You are not gonna be letting them to control you, because it's them controlling you. Because if you are still saying this and who have hurt me, you are still thinking about them. Because remember, where you put your energy to, that's where your energy goes. Loving yourself means you have to be good of who you are, where you are, who you are with, what you are doing. Because we sometimes let ourselves to do things that we were forced to do. Loving yourself means to take your own decisions. And also loving yourself, which is, this one is so powerful, because it's a foundation that we ignore always. We ignore, or maybe you don't ignore, but maybe I used to ignore it. That foundation is to sometimes to let God be God. Let the power of the divine be the power of the divine. Let universe be universe. Don't be in control, because sometimes we kind of saying, I have this under control. I can do this, just because you feel like you are giving God so much job to do. So sometimes we have to let God do his job on our lives, in our lives. And that shows that you love yourself. And that shows that you have even confidence. Trusting God, trusting universe, trusting source is the beginning of loving yourself. I know we struggle sometimes to find love within ourselves, and that may be the cause of grieving our parents' love, because the pure love starts from our parents. A parent should be the one that teach a child how to love themselves, teach a child how to be kind to themselves. So a child should as well learn from a parent or their guardian on how to love themselves. They should be the one that show a child. When I mean showing, I'm saying the actions, because sometimes we grow with something that we witnessed, and we apply that when we are adults towards ourselves. Most parents think that if by providing the symbol of love towards their children. Yes, but that is more like comfort. That is a comfort. That is not teaching a child to love themselves. So putting the food on the table, it's not that a symbol of teaching a child to love themselves. It's more than that. Loving a child, or showing a child what is love, what is the meaning of love, is to teach a child, your daughter, your son, what is to teach your children what is, where the sun rise, where the sun set. I'm just giving them an example to teach them life and what they should expect in their journey of life, and that will help them not to be shocked, not to be depressed if they have been told that by their parents that life is like this. If you do this, this thing will happen. If you do this, this thing will happen. So I believe that's loving a child, and that is showing a love toward your child. Because some of the struggles of love, it is not the struggle of now. That cause it began back then when you were a child, when you were witnessing some things that cause that opposing love. So that is why I told you that when we grow up being adults, we struggle to love ourselves. But don't blame yourself. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Some parents or people who raised us, they are victims of victims, and that make us the victims of victims. But it's up to you as an awakened adult to make a choice to love yourself that deep, so that your love can be grounded, not be on a surface where you are still getting hurt, you are still giving away your power, you are still not even appreciating yourself in life. So my video, lovely souls, ends here. I could talk so much about love. Love is big, love is God. And remember, you are God also. You are God, you are infinite, you are one with God. So if you don't remember that, or you don't know that, life gets harder. Life gets so hard that we cannot even, we think that you are useless here on earth. But remember, you are God. God is within yourself. So my video will end here. See you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. And the most important thing, don't forget to click that bell down there. You know the importance of clicking that notification bell.